The real Indy 500 race took place the other day, but forget that, it's boring and rubbish compared to the artificial and fake Assetto Corsa Indianapolis, which we were racing with subscribers. First with the Shelby Cobra, which you can see here, and then with the F2004 car, both of which are completely logical and reasonable cars to do oval racing with. They definitely are better than modern Indy cars, let's be honest. I have to say though, it was absolutely awesome racing. Not only was I really surprised by the quality of the netcode and how well AC handled the oval racing, bump drafting was a little bit spicy. It was more like rocketing your bottom drafting. But other than the bump drafting, the side-by-side racing, the general drafting, the general dynamics, and of course the physics and everything, force feedback, it was absolutely mind-blowing. Really good fun as well, trying to really get that grip around the track and balance the cars on the limit around Indianapolis. Now, in the video that you're watching now, with the Shelby Cobra, we were using one version of Indianapolis, but you'll see in a minute when we go to the F2004, we have a better quality mod track, which even elevated things higher. I didn't think it was possible, but the bar can always be raised, whatever. It can always get better with the Assetto when you do some searching for mods. Link to the track is in the description. Now, if you don't want to miss out on this type of glorious racing, you need to subscribe, you need to hit the bell, and you need to go to our Discord, which is linked in the description, so you can join in with us. We quite often do racing with subscribers on Assetto, and we get servers up to like 35 cars in it, and this track supports, I think, 45 cars, so I really want to test that out next time we do racing with it. But as someone that's mostly experienced with doing oval racing in iRacing, I was really just surprised by how well AC handled this. Obviously, AC was never designed as Thomas pummels that guy into the wall, you know, aggressive driving, Michael Schumacher Schmidt. AC was never designed for oval racing at all, and yet this, in terms of the dynamics, absolutely destroys what you've got in iRacing. Though of course it doesn't have the rank structure, the number of cars and proper pit stops and safety car. Like, okay, if you're doing proper serious, you know, chasing numbers on the internet whilst ignoring physics racing, iRacing is the best thing for oval. But if you're doing like sprint racing, you just want fun oval driving, this is bloody amazing. Absolutely bloody amazing. Now, the Shelby Cobra, here's some facts for you. You don't just come here for wittering. The Shelby Cobra, interestingly, this was a mod car for Assetto Corsa originally. They did such a good job of it that Kunos then officially brought it on as an official Kunos car. So it was the first mod car, but not a mod car. And two interesting points about that. One is the myth that AC doesn't have any good cars which are mod cars. Though technically this was a mod car, so I'm using a bad example there. There are a whole load of cars, Kunos cars, that are absolutely amazing. Let me know in the comments section if you want me to list them all out, because we have 100% completed Assetto Corsa. We know every vehicle inside and outside. There's a load of cars in AC that are fantastic. You don't need mods to have fun. There's the smoke. Where's the car? In the wall. There goes Thomas Schmidt. Yeah, there's loads of really good cars that are part of Assetto Corsa. You don't need to get mods. There's also really good mod cars as well, and there's really good mod tracks. That weird myth, I don't know why people keep repeating it, that you have to get mods to have a good time in AC. But this Shelby Cobra, I absolutely love it. It's a bit cumbersome. It's a little bit tricky to drive. You will really benefit from having a DD wheel to drive this. It turns out a V8 engine, 400 horsepower on tyres that resemble a pencil eraser, produces a rather leery vehicle. But I would argue therein lies the fun of driving. Specifically though, actually with this oval driving, because the corners are so long, it really does actually introduce you to the mechanics of the car and how much turning causes oversteer that then slows you down, or how much is productive oversteer. Really interesting as well, I found, moving the brake bias back and playing around with braking and getting the back out from braking and holding a tighter line versus going in a wider line and then turning in and using the sort of weight of the vehicle and the slip induced from the weight to slow the car down and get it through the corner. It was just really interesting driving this on this track as well. Indianapolis, as an oval track, as a super speedway, has the advantage of having really wide corners and not the steepest of camber, as we're murdered there, but recover it. You've got tracks like Daytona where they're really quite technically a tri-oval. I mean, Americans are mental. I mean, I don't know where they come up with these words. 3 corners. It's not a circle, it's a tri-oval. But then it's 6 corners, really, surely, by that logic. I don't know what they're thinking. But in Daytona, it's so banked and also quite narrow that you kind of just have a single path, it's a very singular way to drive. But tracks like Indianapolis, you really do have quite a few options through the corners and multiple productive lines. And then having been driving this track a lot on iRacing recently in their Draft Masters series, which is really good fun, I highly recommend it. It's a total mess, disaster, but it's actually really entertaining. But having driven that and then gone to AC, you can really appreciate that you've got more options in Assetto Corsa in how you can drive the car through the corner. But a lot of it also does actually line up quite similarly. I am not doing well with English today. Regardless, absolutely superb stuff. Do you know what? Nothing else happened in this race. I won it. So let's just quickly go to the F2004. I've teased you enough. Here we go. Now, honestly, there's no excuse. Bin IndyCar, F2004 oval racing. This is where it's at. Straight off the line there. Smoke in your face. Tyre in your face. No halo. No safety. Full power. Full send. Starting in 7th. 19 cars. 4 laps. You don't need any more. Why bother? They do Indy for like 160 of those laps are pointless. Just do 4. And look at this. 5 wide in front of us. Just look at that. Look at that sight as we have a car in our side pod. A gaggle of F2004s wobbling around as the car behind goes flying off. There's death behind us. No yellow flags. Who needs them? It's a 4-lap sprint race. Just go. The crowd didn't turn up for this race. Stands are empty. That's probably a graphic setting. Look at what they're missing, though. This is the problem with modern motorsport. You do something good, no one turns up. You do something dull, it's popular. Look at Formula 1. Maybe we shouldn't bother. Oh, he's gone! Into the wall they go. And there we go. We've only got 6 cars left at the front with us in 5th place. I really want to try this in VR. It's absolute insanity as Simon drives into the wall. We've got some shenanigans. There's driving on the skirt. He's got his car all the way up the skirt. I mean, that's illegal driving there. Disgusting stuff as we go around the outside. Lap 3 commences. I was surprised to still be alive. The car radar vital with this if you don't have VR or triple screen. Darting all over the place. The lateral movement of this vehicle. Oh, there they go. And look at that. Straight into pole. I have to say, this, I think, is the ultimate resume piece for me to be driving in the next year's Indy 500, the real world one. If you can do this, and if you can jump in, clearly I would win for whichever team gave me a drive, as long as it wasn't a Honda and the engine didn't break before lap 10, which apparently happens to multiple drivers. But, you know, look at this. Dominating here. Final lap. The strategy is to not be in front. Never be in front on the final lap. So we try and line up. We try and get a bit of draft here from Simon. Simon gives us the draft. We take it. He lifts. I lift. Bit of battle of the wits. This is like indoor velodrome cycling battle here. Don't want to be in front just yet. When you get out of the draft here, the car just stops. It's like a concrete wall of air. We try and get a run there. Round the outside, look at that, beautifully done. But Simon, it's not over for him yet as he redrafts us up on the inside. I should have blocked him, I didn't quite, and he's passed us. And we bloody came second in the first ever F2004 Indy race. It could have been I could have been a legend with the statue, but it wasn't to be. Simon stole it. All told, turns out oval racing can be fun, and it turns out AC does a bloody good job of oval racing. If you want to join in with us next time we race subscribers, which is most evenings now because I have no life, click that subscribe button, click the like button, and let me know in the comment section if you will be joining in probably tonight. So we'll try and schedule it up or something, but in our Discord as well. Get in there. Until the next one, guys, thank you very much for watching this. Nice clean race finish. It's how you have to finish this F2004. You can only use the cars once. You might as well just write them off. What's a few £1,000,000? Till the next one, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Good night. Happy tea drinking. And goodbye.